Hi, I'm Eric and I do everything. Like, what was that? I need to do something about that. Yeah, I do, Timmy. Watching Power Rangers. Oh, okay, I know how to train the defeat these mecha boss by playing Anime Mecha Games. Mecha Games are games in which you pretty much fight giant robots, add an anime flair to it, and we got games ranging from old games to the popular new ones to the downright obscure ones. Let's start by talking about the old Anime Mecha Games from the 80s and early 90s, which were pretty dominant by games based on one franchise, Gundam. There were a ton of Gundam games from this era. We're talking Nintendo Entertainment System, WonderSwan, the frickin' PC-98. But there is one game in particular that sticks out to me from the Gundam games of this era, and that is Mobile Suit Z Gundam Hot Scramble for the Famicom. Feast your eyes on this masterpiece. Oh, it's just your typical shooter arcade game. It has a Gundam mesh in the corner. Take all my money, you freaking masterpiece. This is a game that pretty much made Gundam the powerhouse it is today with its games, selling over 400,000 copies, which is honestly well deserved because this game is super fun. Bam, we are shooting cool mechs from the Gundam series that they introduced to us at the beginning. And well, it's pretty much a level-based game like Pac-Man or Galaga that has you moving your cruiser, defeating enemies, and blocking attacks. This is hard, oh so hard, and I love it, as it does everything perfectly from easily finding enemies to making sure you shield at the proper time. Otherwise, you're vulnerable and prone to getting your shield taken away completely. Honestly, it's just quick and fun arcade awesomeness. Of course, there are some cheesy stuff, can't have an NES game without that. Like the fact that they repeat the same music over and over again, as well as walking us with the game is over message when you die. And strangely enough, they made the game over music a catchy banner for some reason, which only gave me half an identity crisis. Then again, I'm already used to that. And yeah, the majority of these anime games are pretty much how that anime game was like. There were some other notable mecha games from the franchise, but the only anime mecha game that was really notable were ones from the Gundam series. However, once the 3D era video games started rolling around, that's when we started getting a whole ton of anime mecha games, and it was quite experimental. Oh, I love Neon Genesis Violation. This game is gonna be freaking awesome. Oh, frickin' gosh, the frick is this depressing? Oh no, what happened? The cutscenes are freaking awful. Like, did they even try? No. Like this cutscene, you are literally doing nothing but watching a model of a mech that has no animation slowly moving for a full minute. A minute. You know what I could have done in a minute? Well, really nothing, but still, a freaking minute? Well, that's just the cutscenes. Maybe the gameplay's better. No, it's not. It's slow. So freaking slow. It takes forever to do an attack, which, well, actually makes sense for a mecha game. But there's a reason why most mecha games nowadays are fast and fun. Who wants to wait 5 seconds after pressing a button to attack again in a fighting game? Well, that is if you could even fight in the first place, as every move you do somehow features a cutscene of you falling back or dying that can take from 10 seconds to literal minutes, which why? Listen, watching mecha fights is freaking awesome. Again, Power Rangers. But this is a game. I want to play it, not watch it. Imagine a world where you have to pay $60 for a game just to watch it and not play it. Oh, Timmy! I need another anime mecha game that's the opposite of this. I don't know. My body's freaking ready. Let's play this. I want to strangle that annoying mascot wannabe. Huh? No. This freaking guy. Okay, contest. This game recognized that there are two things every 90s man loved: giant mecha battles and anime girls. Lots and lots of anime girls. And for the most part, while reviews of this game really aren't that good, I honestly enjoy this game. The story is freaking cheesy. Oh no! Earth is being invaded by these creatures called Jam, and you must use the power of peanut butter, seed, along with the help of your cute anime girlfriends in order to save the Earth. And trust me, this game definitely wants you to save the Earth, considering that's what you're going to be doing over and over again due to the difficulty of this game. It's hard, really hard, but never unfair, as the gameplay is honestly really fun. Though, what you see is pretty much all the gameplay offers. You're moving around in a tank shooting stuff. What else do you want me to say? Unfortunately though, due to this, you'll hardly spend time with the other, including most important part of the game, the girls. I don't like it. Honestly, the dating aspect of this game feels like a last minute thing, as the majority of the quote-unquote dating aspect of the game is just talking for them for 5 minutes, watching them swoon over you in the most generic of things, and watching a cutscene of you forcefully taking them on dates. You know, typical romance stuff. I don't like this guy. Look at this wannabe hentai protagonist. There's a reason why they hide his face. I want to find him and frickin' punch his quote-unquote charming self back to the previous game in the trash where he belongs. Anyway, that's the early 3D anime mecha games. There were some really great mecha games in this era, like Armored Core, but the majority of the anime-based ones were just pretty bad. You know what? I'm tired of these unrealistic looking games. What is this, Jump Force? I want realistic looking games. I want motion controls. Oh, another Gundam game? Cool! Mobile Suit Gundam MS Sensen 0079. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Reviews of this game aren't good, but screw that. I absolutely love this game. Sure, it's a bit muddy and definitely hasn't aged well in terms of looks, but there's just something I absolutely adore with the controls of this game, which involves, well, a remote nunchuck. Come on, look at this. You're destroying buildings, slashing enemies, and there are a variety of weapons and moves at your disposal depending on how you like to play. This is every person's dream. Don't lie to yourself. And best of all, you can customize your vehicle. That's right, everyone. Fear and awe of the blue mech with pink shoulders. Doesn't this look freaking threatening? Wait, why are these mechs staring at me and laughing at me? Pink and blue threatening, I know, trust me. Plus, I heard pink and blue combination is the ultimate ladies man color as well. Wink, wink. Hi, I'm EricDoesEverything. Yes, I'm the creative one here. I know what I'm talking about. Wow, that's just a shame Timmy doesn't like it. That's terrible. Wait. Terrible. Terror. Terror. Terror of the Stratus. This right here is what I consider to be the most underrated mecha game of all time. This came out on the PSP in 2011, around the time where people were finally figuring out 3D graphics and how to implement them perfectly. And this game is a perfect example of that. This game mainly has two different gameplay modes: a 3D shooter like what you would expect from a mecha game, and also a 2D side-scroll session that allows you to talk to people to get to know them better, as well as travel around to places to complete missions, equip weapons, and fight frick out mecha machines and shoulders. This is awesome. The main character is this white-haired dreamboat who is tasked along with his friends to stop the— oh my gosh, what the fruit of the living fricks is that? And my goodness, it's so much fun. It's awesome. Especially since this game looks so beautiful. Can we take a minute to admire me running through the sunset? Ah, this feels awesome. The only thing I really don't like about this game are these little animations they do between random moments while talking in the visual novel style, which just looks really off to me, but all whining aside, good job game, I'm proud of you. That's right, during the Wii, PSP, and PS2, PS3 era video games, developers finally figured out how to make good anime mecha games. It only took 30 years! That being said, due to the dying nature of mecha anime during the time, these games weren't popular, and that's just a shame because these are really good games. Thankfully, now we're getting to the modern era of anime mecha games, with one game being more notable than any other game during this era, and that is Sakura Wars. Remember Love and Destroy? While the game is pretty meh, Sakura Wars perfectly combines that dating-like sim aspect and mecha awesomeness we all know and love. This is Shigeru Kaneyama, and he's our main character who meets up with his childhood friend Sakura, which causes one thing that leads to another thing, and bam, Kamiyama is the captain controlling an all-female cast of awesome mecha fighters. Wait, what? I want. Why can't that be me? It's so unfair. It's just unfair. Why can't that be me? It's the purple hair, isn't it? It's the purple hair. Gosh darn, I knew I should have been born purple hair. Curse my parents. Curse my genetics. Ah! Oh, not joking aside, the majority of this game is pretty much a 3D visual novel that is extremely well done. Mainly due to the lift system, which, well, is honestly your typical visual novel system in which you get choices on what to say every so often. Which, depending on your choices, you could either be the ultimate charmer or, well, not. But Eric, you might ask, what about the gameplay? And to that I say, wait, there's gameplay? The gameplay, which I honestly don't really like. It's not bad, nor is it good. It's just a bit slow for me, especially during the start. But as time goes on and the more speed and weapon upgrades I got, it was better, much better. Honestly, I also have an issue with how the mechs look in comparison to everything else as well. It honestly looks a bit lame and generic compared to everything else, which I guess adds to the cute factor. But I want it to be cute, not this. See, this is cute. Not, oh gosh. Sakura Wars is a perfect anime mecha game story-wise, but you might be wondering, what's a perfect anime mecha game combat-wise? Well, let me introduce you to a game that was a huge deal to a while, but now I hear no one talking about, and that is Astral Chain. Now, this is awesome. The freaking legends at Nintendo and Platinum Games have done it again, with a game that sets in the year 2078 when humanity is about to go completely bye-bye, which is where we come to the picture to stop the world from being completely destroyed by cinemas. Instead of you fighting in a mecha suit, we get this pet mecha suit in a way called Legions, which allows you to not only beat the frick out of baddies, but also allows you to solve various puzzles as well. This is something that's honestly unique and a nice change of pace, while not making it too experimental for one to handle. And you just don't have to rely on Legions for attacking, you can also attack yourself if you want to, though admittedly it is not as cool. I love almost everything about this game, from the outfits, overall cyberpunk aesthetic, combat, items, yeah, pretty much everything. Though if I'm being honest, this story is nothing new that you have not seen before, as it feels like your generic mecha story. Yeah, it's honestly more so an opinion, but hey, my video, my series, my freaking rules. And speaking of rules, wanna know the dozen rule? The fact that two giant mechs are about to destroy everything. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I feel awesome. I feel like I can beat these mechs. Timmy, get the mecha suit. Huh? Oh yeah, I showed you to play all the Anime Mecha Games. Wow, we can still win this.